Hello, everyone. This is Bridget from the EC Fitness Center bringing you your weekly guided meditation and your aromatherapy class following the meditation. So today's meditation is going to be a forest visualization followed by aromatherapy class, which is going to be, what are we doing today? Tea tree oil. And the crystal is going to be rose quartz. So let's go ahead and get started. Forest visualization. Begin by finding a comfortable position, sitting or lying down. Allow your body to begin to relax. As you start to create a picture in your mind, now let the forest visualization begin. Imagine yourself walking on a path through the forest. The path is soft beneath your shoes, a mixture of soil, fallen leaves, pine needles, and moss. As you walk, your body relaxes and your mind clears. Your mind clears more and more with each step you take. Breathe in the fresh mountain air, filling your lungs completely. Now exhale, breathing out all of the air, feeling refreshed. Take in another deep breath, revitalizing, and breathe out completely, letting your body relax further. Continue to breathe slowly and deeply as you walk through the forest. The air is cool but comfortable. Sun filters through the trees, making a moving pattern on the ground before you. Listen to the sounds of the forest. Birds are singing. A gentle breeze is blowing. The leaves on the trees shift and sway in the wind. Your body relaxes more and more as you walk. Count your steps and breathe in unison with your strides. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, hold for 2, 3, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, keep counting your steps as you breathe in with your strides. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Continue breathing like this, slowly, deeply. Feel yourself becoming more and more relaxed. As you walk through the forest, feel your muscles relaxing and lengthening. As your arms swing in rhythm with your walking, they become loose, relaxed, and limp Feel your back relaxing as your spine lengthens and your muscles relax. Feel the tension leaving your body as you admire the scenery around you. Your legs and lower body relax as well. As you continue to walk through the forest, you begin to climb up a slight incline. You easily tread along smooth rocks on the path, feeling at one with nature. The breeze continues to blow through the treetops, but you are sheltered on your path, and the air around you is calm. Small saplings grow on the side of the path. Around you is an immense array of greens. Some of the leaves on the trees are delicate, light green. Some of the leaves are deep and dark, true forest green. Many trees have needles that look very soft. The forest floor is thick, green moss. Tall trees grow on either side of the path. Picture a variety of trees around you. Some have smooth, white bark. Others are darker with coarse, heavy bark, deeply grooved. Enjoy the colors of the bark on the trees: white, tan, brown, red, black, many combinations of color. You admire the rough brown bark of the pine trees and enjoy the fresh pine scent. Smell the forest around you. The air is fresh and filled with the scent of trees, soil, and mountain streams. You can hear the sound of water faintly in the distance. The gentle sound of the creek. As you continue to walk through the forest, you are gaining elevation and getting closer to the sound of this running stream. Continue to enjoy the forest around you. As you near the top of the mountain, you hear the stream very close now. The path curves up ahead, and you can see sunlight streaming. As you round the corner, you hear the water and see a clearing in the trees up ahead. A beautiful lookout point awaits you. You are growing tired from your journey. Your body feels pleasantly tired and heavy. Imagine yourself walking towards the clearing, towards the stream. Stepping stones make an easy path across the stream and towards the edge of the mountain. Step on each large flat stone to easily cross the small, shallow stream. Up ahead is a large, smooth rock, like a chair that's waiting for you to rest. The rock is placed perfectly high up on this beautiful vantage point. Sit or lie down on this rock if you wish. It is very comfortable. You feel very comfortable and at ease. The sun is shining down upon you. Look around. You see the mountains in the distance, faint and blue. You can look down from your vantage point into a valley with trees and a brilliant blue lake. Across from you is another mountain. The clearing around you is made up of rocks, soil, pine needles, moss, and grass. The grass and mountain wildflowers around you blow gently in the breeze. A deer quietly emerges from the edge of the forest to graze in this clearing. As the deer raises its head to look at you, You can see its nose moving to catch your scent. The deer cautiously walks to the stream to drink before disappearing back into the forest. Squirrels dart in and out of sight as they romp through the trees and race across the clearing. Feel the sun warming your body as you continue to relax on this rock. Enjoy the majestic landscape around you and feel your body relaxing even more. Your body becomes very warm, heavy. Continue to breathe this clean, fresh air. You feel incredibly relaxed, calm, at peace, and in unity with nature all around you. Continue to enjoy the sights, the sounds, the smells of the forest around you. Feel the sun warm upon your skin. Feel the gentle breeze blow across your cheek. Listen to the birds singing. Hear that stream flowing. The leaves rustling in the breeze, the squirrels chattering. See the flowers, trees, valley, and mountains around you. Lay back on this comfortable rock now and look up to the blue sky. Small white clouds float gently across the sky. Watch them drift slowly by, shapes changing. Enjoy this peace. When you are ready to leave this peaceful place, slowly begin to reawaken your body. Know that you can return to this forest in your imagination whenever you like. As you reawaken, keep with you the feeling of calm, peace, and relaxation. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Wake up your muscles, shrug your shoulders, and stretch if you want to. When you are ready, open your eyes and return to full wakefulness, feeling alert and refreshed. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the forest visualization. And so we're going to go ahead and take a couple of minutes here and then get started with the aromatherapy class. Go ahead and grab yourself a notebook because I'm sure you're going to want to take some notes. I will grab mine here. All right, so as I said earlier, we are going to start out with tea tree oil. Some people will call it melaleuca. Tea tree oil, if you have it, like always, I like to take it, drop it into my hand, and then spin in my hand in a circular clockwise motion. And then with tea tree, you can put it directly on your skin. You can go ahead and inhale it directly from your hands. If you'd like to put it with a carrier oil, you can put some olive oil or organic coconut oil and rub it on. It's super good for the skin, so you can take it up all over as like a body lotion. You can smell it directly from the bottle, which is also another fun way. I carry these with me in my purse. So, all right, tea tree oil. We'll start out with the physical properties and what it can be used for on a day-to-day basis. And then I'm going to read through and take you through the emotional properties, and we'll do some acupressure points on the body to release a particular emotion. Today, we're going to do codependency. And so for our emotional, tea tree is good for energetic boundaries. And so a lot of times when we have codependency characteristics, it can be really super good to release that emotionally. So we'll do that a little bit later. So right now, grab your notebook and we'll talk about the physical properties of tea tree oil. Tea tree oil has been traditional medicine by the Aborigines for centuries, used for coughs and colds, and applied to skin for healing. Tea tree oil is widely available. As I said, you can apply it directly to the skin or mix it with a carrier oil, olive oil, jojoba oil, coconut oil, things like that, and make it into your own lotion. Smell directly from the bottle, or you can place it in your diffuser. And some people have like diffusers you can plug into the wall. Some have little ones you can plug into an outlet. Some people will actually, in your car, put it on a cotton ball and then put it in inside your air vent. And then so if you put the AC or the heat on, you can smell the oil through there. Tea tree oil. All right, here we go. I'm going to go down a list of physical properties for tea tree oil. It has been shown to kill off certain bacteria, viruses, and fungus. It is a natural hand sanitizer. Insect repellent, particularly good for mosquitoes and flies. This works really well. I make a spray with this and a few others in the summer, in the Minnesota mosquito summer. Natural deodorant. So the tea tree oil itself fights the bacteria that causes the odor. And so you can take that tea tree oil. How I would do it is take it with coconut oil and then just apply it directly to underneath your arms. Antiseptic for minor cuts. So if you have like a minor scrape or cut, you can apply it directly, or again, you can mix it with a carrier oil and then apply. Because tea tree oil is an inflammation reducer is why these things work. So it helps your cuts, like a minor cut, heal faster by increasing your white blood cell activity. Another really great one, tea tree, for skin issues, acne in particular. So it can be used as an acne treatment. There's many different ways to do it. If you have any questions about this, go ahead and email me and we can talk about it. And this is a big one, treating fungal infections. So you can apply, so say you had something on your nail, like a fingernail or your toenail, you can apply the drops directly to the nail twice a day, or again, you can mix it with a carrier oil like coconut oil. And this can take some time, just so you know. I know people that have known fungal infections on their toes can take, up to 6 months. But just be patient with it. But I've known people that have even taken medications that's taken that long. So applying tea tree oil with the carrier oil or directly to your toenail for 6 months, twice a day. Natural mouthwash. This was a new one for me as I did some research this week. So take 1 drop of tea tree oil to 1 cup of water and then swish it around in your mouth for 20 to 30 seconds. So the tea tree oil itself helps fight bad breath and plaque. And then, of course, kills off any bacteria in your mouth. Go ahead and try it and let me know. All right, natural, chemical-free, all-purpose cleaner. I love this, and in fact, I've been using a blend of some other essential oils, and I will be adding tea tree oil to this now. I don't know why I haven't in the past. Sometimes you just don't think of these things. So here's how we're going to do it. 20 drops of tea tree oil, 3/4 cup of water, and a 1/2 cup of apple cider vinegar. So you're going to put that all in a spray bottle, shake it really well. Each time you use it, shake it really well, and then just go ahead and spray it on and wipe it off. I love it. Natural, chemical-free, all-purpose cleaner. We've talked about this one before, but just a reminder, skin inflammation. So for example, it may help psoriasis, contact dermatitis, or again, insect bites, mosquito and flies in particular. And so there's different treatments with that. I would definitely mix that with the carrier oil, and then uses times per day, amount of drops per oil would be different per whatever you're treating. If you have any questions about that, you can go ahead and let me know, and we can figure that out for yourself. So any skin issue, I just think it's actually really refreshing for the skin in general. It kind of, to me, has like a tingling, cooling effect. So I use that actually if I get a sunburn along with lavender essential oil. Super great. All right, this is another really great one, and it works. I promise you. Try it. Dandruff control. So if you have any dry spots or any dandruff issues, take it and drop some in your shampoo, or with myself, I alternate my organic shampoos all the time, and I always have one that does have tea tree oil already in it. And so it's super great for dandruff control. I see it typically in the shampoos, but also I think you could, realistically add it to a conditioner, and I have seen it in conditioners as well. Another fungal infection, athlete's foot. Athlete's foot is one of those tricky ones too, kind of like the nail fungus, where it can help with the symptom of athlete's foot, but sometimes you have to hit athlete's foot with many different types of essential oils and other treatments. And so go ahead and try it for athlete's foot. I feel like I've had it in the past when I used to have a bunch of sports, and when I use it, like I said, it has that cooling kind of tingling effect that helps with like that itchiness that comes from it. And then of course it's killing off the bacteria, inflammation, and things like that. Again, it can take some time, so just be patient with the healing of any sort of fungal bacterial issues. And this one was another very interesting one I had not heard before. It's help fights mold. So mold on fruits and vegetables. And so you can take tea tree oil, and as you're washing your vegetables and your fruits, put a few drops of tea tree oil into that water or into that organic solution that you use to wash your vegetables and fruits, and then go ahead and just dry it off. So that was an interesting one that I didn't know. So yes, super awesome. I love tea tree oil, Melaleuca. It's one of my favorites, I promise. Add it to your list if you don't already have it. It's just so much great things that it can provide for you. Awesome. Okay, so that's the physical properties of tea tree. What I want to move on to is the emotional properties of tea tree oil. What I love about this one, and this is also very new to me, energetic boundaries. And so I'm just going to read through a couple of things. So negative emotions specifically that this can treat, codependent relationships, which is what the acupressure point that we're going to talk about today, which is on the eyebrow. And then we're going to use an affirmation to release your codependent tendencies. And so we'll move into that right after this. So tea tree oil, energetic boundaries. So it treats codependent relationships or poor boundaries. We all have had these at one point in our life or have to continue to work on our boundaries. If you feel drained, if you feel like you picked up some emotional toxicity, and if you feel powerless in any situation. So the positive properties, it gives you energetic boundaries. It allows you to have healthy and respectful connections. It allows you to feel empowered, resilient, and safe. Again, inhale from the bottle, place a few drops in your hands. I always like to take the drops on my hands and kind of move all the way over in front of me and behind me and on the sides, my energetic boundaries. You can apply topically 1 to 3 drops in the bottom of your feet. I've seen the tea tree oil talked about in terms of the 7th chakra, so the crown chakra, the crown of the head. But again, I like to take it all around my entire body for the energy protection. So tea tree oil, a cleanser by nature, which we talked about, the virus, bacteria, fungal, clears negative energy. This is a big one, as well as our crystal. We're going to talk about our clear quartz. I had said rose quartz earlier, but it's clear quartz. Same thing, energetic or negative energy or energetic baggage, clears it. So specifically releasing those codependent relationships or toxic relationships. Love this. So if you feel drained of life force and energy, tea tree oil. Love it. So I'm just reading through here. Empowers you, encourages the individual to release any form of, oh, this is great, releasing any form of self-betrayal. So oftentimes we can take a look at boundaries and codependency and look outside of ourselves and point fingers to different people, but also taking the time to take a look at our own self-boundaries or our own self-betrayal issues. This can include allowing others to take advantage of our time, energy, or our talents, letting others feed off our energy, not standing up for ourselves, or again, putting responsibility onto other people. And this can just allow us to build up toxicity in our body. So that being said, the acupressure point to release, codependency is going to be on the inside of your eyebrow. And so how I like to do it is I press that point on the inside of the eyebrow. Some people say it's just the left or right side. I usually, if I'm working with acupressure points, will stay pretty even on both sides, unless it specifies it specifically. So you press on that point. We are going to focus on codependency or focus on boundaries. You're going to take the oil, whatever oil you decide to use. If you only ever have one, you can use whatever oil that is. Or if you are thinking which oil, if I want to go to the store and buy one oil, always choose lavender, unless it's something that you don't particularly like. Most likely, if you particularly don't like it, you do need it. That's something that back when I was getting my aromatherapy certification, the naturopath I worked with reminded me of, and he was very right. It's almost like we reject the smell of the oil that we need. And then if you look up the properties of that oil, I think you'll be really surprised and go, oh yeah, I guess I do need that. A lot of times we reject what we need, or I don't like to use the word need, but I'll use it in this, where things we need to work on or things that would benefit us. So if you smell this and it's like, nope, think about it. Go ahead and look it up. Look up the properties, the physical properties as well as the emotional properties. And you'll probably go, yeah, I probably do, could use to journal on that specific issue. All right, so we're going to grab the oil. We're going to drip it into our hand. Again, you're going to do that clockwise motion And inhale the smell. It's taking one hand, and I want you to continue to smell the tea tree oil as you press on the inner side of the eyebrow. So we are going to bring the word into our mind, boundaries or codependency. And how you clear it is you're going to come up with the opposite emotion or the opposite word. So for this one, codependency, the opposite, interdependency. So instead of codependency on others or on an object or on, a family member or on your partner or on your job, friends, interdependency. And so as you're pressing on this point and you're smelling the oil, bringing codependency into your mind, and then the other side of it, or the opposite, interdependency. So as you're doing that, we're going to come up with a personal affirmation to clear it. So this affirmation in the book that I'm using right now says, life supports me. So you can use any affirmation to clear this. So I will use this one for now. Life supports me. So I'm touching the inside of the eyebrow, the acupressure point for codependency. I'm smelling tea tree oil. Life supports me. Thinking of codependency and thinking of the other opposite, the way out, being interdependent. Life supports me. Life supports me. And you can repeat this over and over and over. Sometimes it clears right away as you've brought your attention to it. Sometimes it takes a day. Sometimes with deeper emotions and deeper issues, it can take a month. It can take weeks. And sometimes you'll clear it and then something comes back around again. And so if you have any sort of emotion, you can take a look at it in the book, and I will leave all of the books that I'm using in the description below. And if you have any questions, I'll also leave my email address for you to send me an email and we can talk about it anytime. So we're going to go ahead and go over this again. So we're working on the word codependency. We find the acupressure point on the inside of the eyebrow. We drop the oil, spin it, inhale, and then we take one hand while we're smelling, while we're pressing the point. We come up with the opposite word of codependency, which is interdependency or interconnectedness. And then you go ahead and use the affirmation, life supports me. Inhale, life supports me. And that's how you clear it. To take it one step further, if you'd like to, this is not necessary. I just really love to do this. You can press some acupressure points on the inside of your forehead. I like to just take it from the middle and then kind of press out, and then go to the back of my head, the base of your spine or base of your neck where the spine meets the bottom of your head. And then I like to press that area there, as well as the soft spot on the top of your head. And you almost feel when you press the emotional points in the front and then you press that back part and then the release on the soft spot, you can almost feel it release. And so those are some points that you can use to kind of, for me, solidify that it has been released from the body. So I like to call they're emotional points in the front, just like another reset point in the back, and then your release point. All right, so that is the acupressure point for boundaries and for codependency. If you have any questions, please email me. All right, we are going to end with a couple of things. One, we're going to talk about the quartz. So I'm sure you have all seen these clusters of clear quartz, or just the single. This one's a little bit larger. They come, in all different sizes. I have larger ones than this too, but they're so inexpensive and easy to find. And what's so interesting about the clear quartz is that it is the master healer. And so again, like lavender oil, if you want to grab one crystal to do all sorts of things with healing wise, grab the clear quartz. All right, so go ahead and get a new page, and I'm going to read through a few uses for clear quartz. So the clear quartz is associated with all of the chakras, and clear and balance energetically all of the chakras. I also have seen it talk specifically about the 7th chakra. The stone is clear, colorless, or sometimes you can see it as white. Some words to write down: harmony, energy, healing, psychic abilities, clarity, and calm. So this, like lavender essential oil, is, I would call it the crystal of energy and intention. And so whatever you're wanting to use it for, it is going to pick up on the intention of that and help you with that specific issue. Again, balances all of your chakras. It's an energetic amplifier. So it absorbs, it can store, and also release and regulate energies. A big one for me, drawing away negative energy of all kinds. It protects you energetically. For this, I too, in all of my crystals, I always want to make sure that you remember to set them out into the sunlight, or else I like to run clear water over them and then place them in the sunlight. Some people will place other crystals. There's certain crystals that can clear other crystals if you don't have like the sun. But I like to run them through cold water and then place them in the sunlight and clear them. And, you know, different people say different things. I just always get a feeling it's like, okay, it's just time to clear the crystal, because it does pick up on energies, and then you want to clear it so that it can continue to do its job. So drawing off negative energy of all kinds and protecting you energetically, love that. Energizes physical and your energetic bodies. Assist with healing of the mind, body, and spirit. So physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies. Healing. Purifies the body, mind, and spirit. Promotes mental clarity. A lot of times you can put this next to your TV, next to your computer. Again, clears all sorts of everything. And assists in spiritual work of all types. So that is our clear quartz. I love them. And then you can see sometimes people use these in like healing grids and different things like that. If you have any other questions about that, I can point you into some resources, into some directions on actual crystal healing. So that's clear quartz. So finally, to end, we have our journal question for the day, or our journal question for the week. What is one personal boundary that I could set for myself? So taking a look into your life, thinking in terms of boundaries, maybe thinking in terms of codependency. So codependency or personal boundaries. What is one boundary that I maybe can release or that I could set for myself? And that is that. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. If you have any other questions, or if you'd like to set up a one-on-one to go over your own aromatherapy session, I would love to do that with you. So just go ahead and email me. I will see you next week, and we will have a new essential oil as well as a new crystal. Thank you so much. Namaste. Take care.